Hi, this is Mommy with My Safari. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining in for the first time. And thank you for subscribing, commenting, and follow me on social media. Let's right in. Today we will finish up self-love topic that we have been doing for the past 2 weeks. And today we'll talk about self-respect, self-growth, and a little bit of self-exploration. I remember this word in Swahili say hujiheshimu au inabidi ujiheshimu when you don't do something someone wants you to do according to them how they want you to do, and if you go against the norms of the society, that sometimes can be thrown in there. But in a real sense, what is self-respect? Self-respect, doing self-respect is doing according to the society and the norm of society, or else. Self-respect is standing within what matters to us. That's it. So, in short, what are your values? My values that define me and that carries my respect can be different to the other person. Okay. So what are your values and how do you stand by them? That is what I'm saying. How you stand on your values. Do you know how to establish boundaries? Has the has nothing to do with the people's view. Okay, that is one thing. So most of the time we like to inf- reinforce things that matters to us and what we value to other people, and then if they do not go according to that, we call them disrespectful. They don't respect themselves. But in a real sense, that's not. Everyone has their own values. Now, is your job, my job, to show others that these are my values, these are these are things that I stand for, and because of this is pretty much what define me, and my respect lies on how I carry myself within those things. First of all, when you have values, it's important for you to share those values to people that matters to you, because they need to know them, because they need to know that, okay, for me, I I want my house to be locked by 8 p.m. That's my value. That to me means something. That to me is something I'm practicing. So whoever is living in that house, if let's say a kid or whatever, knows that by 8 p.m. I have to be home. You challenging that, it means like you don't like appreciate or you don't respect that boundary that I have for myself. Value. I don't like to be yelled at. I really hate it. I hate someone, being loud with anger. I don't like it. So that to me is my value and I stand within that. But one thing I came to learn too is this. I have boundaries. I've always have boundaries, but I'm not consequential when it comes to my boundaries. And that is something I have to work on. As I travel this life, I have to work on. And I think a lot of people are. You tell someone, don't talk to me like that, but you don't tell them, if you do talk to me like that another time, I will do A, B, C, D. So you got to be open. Okay, you can do this to me. If you do this, this is what is going to happen. Just establish that and put it down. Another thing is having negative self-view affect your self-respect. That's it. It does, because if we if you are not viewing yourself as the equal human being who deserve respect, then you cannot respect yourself. And then too, if you develop unhealthy relationships, it's just a matter of time. You will come across, you have to bring down your self-respect so that those relationship can survive. So you will see yourself allowing other people to prosper in your space negatively while you are declining, because your self-respect is going to be influenced negatively. So now, how do we improve our self-respect? First of all, identify your values. What are your values? how do you look at yourself and know, you how do you understand yourself, um, how do you care for those things that you understand yourself about? What is your internal qualities? Be mindful of that, and that those qualities you have, protect them. Work on accepting yourself. Do not give in to self-doubt. If you doubt yourself because you feel like your values, you're trying to establish your values. Let's say you're a person who never say no, and now you feel that people are disrespecting you and they are walking all over you, and you're like, okay, you know what, I need to start saying no. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, and you're gonna doubt yourself and say, well, but what if they feel this way? Go ahead, just do it. Do it the first time, and do it again, and do it again, and it become norm. I mean, we have to get to the point to agree that if we do not stand for what we believe, that do not affect other people, but people are complaining just because they want to have sense of control of how everybody else have to run their lives, then that is when we come to say, okay, do I have to change because you don't like this, I am how I'm carrying myself, because it make you uncomfortable, or because it's a necessary change is gonna make me grow? When someone is bringing their dilemma and they're complaining about how you carry yourself, the question is, do they complain how you carry yourself because it's a burden to them, that they have to do something, or they have to navigate how to live with you while you're burdening them, or is because they just want you to do what they want you to do? If they want you to do what they want you to do, then you gotta get to the point to say, no, I'm not doing that. I am who I am. These are my qualities, these are my values, and I'm standing by them. Put boundaries. I have learned, I homeschool my kids 3 days a week. It can be hectic. It is hectic, and gotta have to get to the point. I have to say, okay, I tell my daughter, you have to go to fellowship every Thursday. Is an hour away. I cannot take you to four Thursdays, but I can do 2 Thursdays a month. Every other Thursday I can do it. And she complained. Of course she complained, because she wish she goes every Thursday, but she agreed. She accepted. Because why? Because since little, I teach her that there is importance of saying your limitations. I cannot do this. I can do this. I cannot do that. I can do this. It does not mean you're a bad person. It just means you care yourself. You care so much about yourself, and you know what your abilities are and what is not. And that's it. It's self growth. Self growth. It's a major thing. It is. I saw this quote, someone say that if we have babies after 9 months and our bodies go through all these changes, or if you're a man, your home goes through all these changes. Now you're gonna have to wake up at 3 a.m. You have to bottle feed the baby 6 times a night. Whatever those changes you're going through, that is growth that is going within you, inside you, that push you to accept and go with it. Same as us, we have to grow. I realize that anytime you feel boring, it's because you're stuck in a comfort zone. I have been complaining for years. I am so bored. I'm so bored. I'm tired of routine. I'm tired of routine. Until somehow, somewhat this year, it clicked in me that, hey, I have to change routine. I'm doing the same thing, same how, every day for years. And now I'm like, I have to change. I go to exercise like 3 times a week. Those 3 days I'm home with my kids. Those are 3 days I wake up every morning. I go to the park at 6 in the morning. I spend 2 hours alone, and I walk. I listen to motivation speakers, transformation speakers, whomever, music, and so forth. That morning, 2 hours I'm investing on me. I'm investing just on me, and that is the part of my self growth. I come home, I take a cup of coffee, I sit down, I drink it, I move on with the uh, what I need to do. And that is the self growth. Self growth is you look at your habits, and the habits you don't like, write them down. Write three, if there are three, write three new habits that they're gonna counteract them, that you're gonna establish. Don't pay so much attention on the bad habits you want to get rid of. spend more time on the three one that you want to build, and build on those three one. It's tough, man. It's hard. I have not done something hard in the past 20 years, like decided to completely turn things around and grow. It's difficult, but it's possible. It's completely 100% possible. This what I'm doing now, this is different. I never did this before. I've never say I'm sitting down and now I'm sharing my life with people. But I got to the point I'm like, all these years I have been growing by listening to people, by watching people. And what if I can one person, one person can learn something from me and grow through that? What if that is a chance I'm taking away from that one person? So I decided to do this. To me is the way of putting myself out there to be able to say, okay, one person, two people will tag along, tag along, and we will go together in this journey. So that is it. In self growth, there is needed a lot of self discipline, as I said before. Even if you don't believe in journaling, but get your phone and use your notes. Use your notes and write down things. I mean, our mind don't our as we get older, we don't have the capacity to have everything line up in our brain where we just pull one after another like they're on a shelf. Another important thing is, no matter how you are struggling to build a new habit, don't give up. Just keep on going. Keep on going. Later on, you will look back and you'll be like, oh, I'm glad I did that. You want to change your career? Go learn something new. Go learn something new. Change your career. I mean, sitting there and worrying about these things, I want to do this, I want to do this, and you don't do it. It's pretty much a regret later, because you'll figure out that if you spend a little time by little time, it's been 10 years, you would have accomplished, you would have been the best of what you wanted, but you couldn't do it. Why? Because at that time you thought you need to know it all. We don't need to know it all. There are so many things I really don't know it all, and I'm working toward it, and slowly by slowly I get it. Another aspect of self-love is self-exploration. Explore yourself. Okay, I'm exploring this this part of me that I really did not know I have it, and I'm exploring this part of me of sitting down, looking at the camera and speaking to you, and you are in your home, comfort of wherever you are, and you're looking at this and you're watching it, you you have all these feelings, emotions that go through it. And I'm sitting here at the time I'm preparing it, I am believing that this is something that it can make somebody else interested in either looking at it or exploring. So I'm exploring myself. Explore yourself. Look at things that 2 years ago you didn't think you want to do them, and today you just feel like it. You want to learn something, go explore, do it. One thing I say to myself, I haven't done. I have never been in a restaurant by myself, order food and eat, unless I'm pregnant. When I'm pregnant, I do everything that I've never been able to do. I mean, things my head tells me I have been in a restaurant eating, but without that, I've not. So that is one thing I will do. I will make sure I will share that when I get the courage to go to a restaurant. I want to go to a restaurant, order appetizer, entry, and dessert by myself. I don't know how that is gonna go, but one day I will do it. For for my friends who always order something for me, I'm sure they're looking at this party and they're laughing like, okay, we wait for that, because they know this is gonna be tough. But anyway, I will explore that part of me. You want to do zip lining? Go do it. Go explore yourself. Do it. Don't live in limitation. We limit ourselves so much, so much. It's just crazy how much we limit ourselves. If you are not doing anything wrong, written wrong, go do it. God has given us so much in this world, and it is upon ourselves to be able to say, I have all I need to explore this part of life, and I'm going to explore it. Go explore it. Okay, go do it. And until next time, as you are doing all that you never thought you can do, I wish you the best, and I want to say you have a great, great day. Peace.